What is up, everyone, and welcome back. Today we are checking out the brand new EP and Chapter 2. It is the second in the And trilogy by Dutch symphonic progressive metal band ex Libris, fronted by the incredibly talented Diane van Gerschen, as well as Bob Witsma, Luke Van Gerven, Harmon Kieboom, and I know currently Joost Vanderbroek has replaced Cohen Stam on keyboards, though Cohen did play on the record. I got a chance to cover the first in the And trilogy last year via Patreon by Scott, and that's who this is going out to today. It is Scott's Patreon request, one of his Patreon requests that I needed to get to. And I really enjoyed the first of the EPs. It was based on the life of Anne Boleyn. This one goes basing off of Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanova. She was the daughter of Tsar Nicholas, and her family were executed in July of 1918 by a group of Bolsheviks. So the whole trilogy of Anne is based off of different historical female figures named Anne. So far, it seems they're continuing the trend of tragic historical figures named Anne. There's certainly a theme going on here. First record was fantastic, well played all around, fantastic vocals from Diane, who also sang for Zandaria for 2 records and an EP. And she's a fantastic classically trained singer. So if you're a fan of fantastic classically trained sopranos, then you're probably going to enjoy this. If you're not, this might be the time where you hit pause and decide to check out another one of my videos instead. But this one's coming in short, ladies and gentlemen. It's only a touch over 20 minutes. It is 3 tracks, and I am looking forward to this. Like I said, I really enjoyed the last one. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? The band is Ex Libris. The album is And Chapter 2, Anastasia Romanova. The very first track is The Motherland. And here we go. Of course, it opens up big and very grandiose, as I would expect it to from these guys. Big orchestration. Big chorus. Big backing vocals. Really like the horn usage there. That gorgeous tone of her voice is so incredible. Beautiful classic operatic delivery, or operatic delivery. Her vibrato is so strong. I like the way that built. That big bombastic percussion there. I like the way that guitar riff is evolving. Outstanding build there. I like that big rich male voice back in the backing vocals. Really great polyrhythms and locking into that rhythm section. really great bass line there. I like the way those cymbals are mixed. They're a little more soft and gentle. I certainly expected her voice to be out front in the mix, and it really is. Really has such a great grasp of her voice, and it's incredible to listen to somebody with that kind of ability. I like those riffs and those tones. I wish they were a touch more forward, but that's honestly personal taste. It's a beautiful vocal melody, singing with so much conviction. Really like that vocal layer over the solo there. Bob's got some great feel with that technique and that fireworks there in his solo. Those drum fills are very well placed. Love that rich chugging riff working with that horn section. That is a great touch. Great string work there. I like how the synths and the orchestration is not overpowering the guitars and the vocals. That is a slick riff. So seamless in that transition. Outstanding job, Bob. A little bit of that B organ, almost Jordan Rudess-like textures there. Love how aggressive that riff work is underneath this just flawless vocal performance. Like that tenderness she's dropped into here. That is such a fantastic riff, the way that band is so locked in. Wow. Wow. That was outstanding. That's like a hell of a first track. So many ways. That was Motherland. The next track is The Healer.
Shine your light on this heart.
Her vocals are on full display in this record so far. Beautiful, tender voices here. Subtle orchestration back there, subtle synth work. It's haunting and almost angelic the way she's phrasing these vocals here. I really think Ex Libris flies entirely too under the radar. Love Bob's guitar tone. Love how big it is. It cuts its space in the mix and is able to hold its own with these big bombastic orchestrations and pieces that they use in the backdrop here. Great fills by their drummer. That string section's acting like an accent guitar riff would, and it's a very cool texture. Wow, what a vocal. The amount of control she has in her voice is just incredible. That different tone she's using for some of these emotions. This is a really well-composed track. Absolute chills the way her voice is built and built and built. And it works so seamlessly with the music. As I said, very well composed here. Guitar layering and that semi-clean tone that Bob is using here is really stellar. It works so well for this passage. Gorgeous lyrical imagery. Wow. It's amazing how she's pulling off conversational lyrics with this ridiculous vocal and this incredible delivery. Ton of talent and ability on display here. And their drummer is just incredible to listen to. Love that chaos. Wow. Absolutely covered in chills right now.
I hereby devote to you my all.
This chugging, driving riff is such a great vehicle for Diane's voice here. Wow. Ends so quickly, so dramatically. The very last track is Exile, or The Exile. Man, that ended too quick. That was incredible. This track is certainly coming in furiously. Really cool opening lead here. Wow. These riffs build just like that string section or you feel an orchestra would. So much movement here. Wow. That transition is incredible. Love that usage of male vocals again there. Outstanding. And that is a really cool riff there. I love the way Bob's ending that riff. Really great soloing here. It's not overplayed. It's really more of an accent. Great usage of the ride cymbal there by their drummer. Wow. The hairs are standing up on my neck at this point. The vocal delivery with the lyrical imagery and the music is an absolute oral treat. Love where the strings move with that guitar riff. Really cool keyboard solo here. Absolutely love that touch. And this riffing is just outstanding. It's heavy. Still got a bit of melody to it. Love the shift into the guitar solo. Great doubling on that lead there as well. Great bit of tremolo bar usage there. It's an outstanding way to drop into a clean passage. I kind of thought that might be where they were going to go, and I'm happy they did. This track really lends itself to have a nice midsection like this. What a gorgeous soundscape here. These lyrics and her voice paint such a vivid picture. Like I'm there. Love how they turned that into a round. The male vocals with her vocals laying accents over top. This album is covered in incredible drum work. The spoken word and her vocals under it. It's so powerful. Wow, my emotions are absolutely wrecked. Wow. Wow. That was Exile. That was the final track. The Exile. That was the final track of the Anne Chapter 2 EP by the incredible Dutch symphonic metal band Ex Libris. The back half, that whole track was outstanding. The whole record was outstanding. But the back half of that track, from about the 4-minute mark towards the end, tied my emotions into knots and then just shredded them, just ripped them apart. The music, the lyrics, the incredibly impassioned delivery, the vocal performance, the way Diane was able to get in character so well and deliver that like an actress. Just playing that role and being so incredibly convincing with her delivery is unbelievable. I didn't expect to be just shredded and done after a 20-minute EP. But I am shredded and done after a 20-minute EP. That was worth the price of admission. I am using their YouTube audio for this. However, rest assured I will be purchasing a copy shortly after I finish this video. That was stellar. I could just pile on the adjectives here to describe how good I think this EP is after a single listen. But I won't. I think the band has done an incredible job once again. I think they've done an even... I might like this even more than Anne. I don't know. Either way, it's just as good, if not better. The compositions were rich. They're dynamic. They transition through riffs and melodies and vocals so seamlessly. There is an immense amount of talent in this band with every individual player, and that shows off into some of their parts with the level and degree of composition and each individual performance here on the record. The lyrics are intelligent. They're incredibly well written. They flow very well. Diane does an incredible job of using different vocals and different styles of lyric, conversational, narrative, and others to bring these lyrics, to bring this story to life. She's an absolute world-class vocal talent. If you are not a fan of classically trained singers doing classically trained singer things, you're probably not going to like this. However, I am when it's done right. And there's absolutely no question that it is done right. When she uses the full power of her voice, she builds it. The band builds it with her. And it's utilized to really have that impact. It's built. When she finally lets the full power of that incredible voice go and just hammers you with that big, powerful chest voice and that incredibly strong, incredibly rich vibrato she has. Oh, it is a thing of beauty. There's these cool notes that she'll go into, these different little parts of her voice, some that are like more minor, some that are a bit bigger and fuller. And she uses all of these different parts to her voice like a weapon to attack and assault the listener's oral senses. Man, the band is outstanding here. Bass players does a great job. He's got a couple of really cool parts in the first track, a couple of really cool parts in the second. It sounds really good in that break in the third. I'm gonna miss their keyboard player. He killer solo there at the end in track 3. Great accents. I think Bob's a fantastic guitar player. I really do. His riffs are really, really, really strong. Incredibly enjoyable, and does such a great job of composing them to make it work with such an incredibly strong and dynamic singer. And their drummer is a monster. Harmon Kiboom, you have become a favorite, sir. Wow. I love busy drummers. I'm not shy about that. I love busy drummers. I love drummers that can and absolutely do have feel and just sit in the pocket. But I love drummers that are constantly accenting and doing fills and really adding another dimension and more depth to a track. And he is it's understated. His drums are mixed a little back, but they're there, they're present, and you can hear the different fills, the different accents that he's throwing in there every few bars, moving with the orchestration, keeping up with the force of nature that is Diane, keeping up with this incredibly dynamic and technical riff work. Great cymbal usage, fantastic ride work. Love the way he uses a lot of fills with his toms for coloring. Just an absolute joy to listen to this guy play for 20 plus minutes. I like the mix. I really do. I think it works with her voice being as forward as it is. Her voice really does drive the record. And I'm completely okay with it being up front in the star of the record. I love her voice, love her tone, love what she's capable of. I'm happy with how heavy and rich those guitars are layered, how big those tones are. At first, I thought I didn't think they were ballsy enough. I was wrong. I was wrong, Bob. I was wrong. Those tones are incredibly ballsy, especially as the record progresses. Very well layered. They're incredibly thick. There are some absolute earworms of riffs throughout this record. This is my very first listen. You experienced it with me here. So I haven't had a chance to go back and pick out all the cool little things. I will do it, but it's going to be a Patreon exclusive. I'm going to go back and start doing exclusive for Patreons on content they want me to break into in more depth. I want to be able to give even more special stuff to the Patreons that are supporting me like this. But there's so many cool little things going on. There's a bunch of different riffs that only last a few bars, but are just really fantastic. So if you like the first record, I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. I think this is incredible. It could easily punch into my top 10 or top 15 this year. It's just incredibly strong, and I love it. I really do. First listen, I can say that I'm going to go back to it several more times this weekend and throughout the next month or so. Scott, thank you, my friend. Thank you for introducing me to this band in the first place. I would not have known about them without you. Thank you for being a Patreon, being an incredible subscriber over the past year plus that you've been here, and allowing me to do these for you. Because, man, these two EPs are so strong. What a joy. What a great experience to share with you guys. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Hats off to all of you in Ex Libris. Once again, you composed a fantastic EP. As I said about this time last year when the last one came out, I cannot wait for the next one. I love that you're doing this in an EP format. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great concept. And you have just delivered another incredible yet easily sessionable record. You can listen to this twice in the gym. It's short, it's sweet, it packs an album's worth of material into 3 tracks with no filler. Fantastic job. Hats off to you. Thank you so much for writing it for us. Thank you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I'm certainly going to listen to this more. I certainly have a lot more to say about it. It is an amazing record. I've got no complaints. First listen score, I'd give it a 9.8. It's just, there's nothing weak about it. It's incredibly strong. It's incredibly emotional. It's brilliantly written. It's a masterclass in symphonic metal. and other bands and emulators really need to take note. These guys are an incredible and highly, highly underlooked and underappreciated band. Or overlooked and underappreciated band. Thank you guys. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you guys do every single day. As always, you have been awesome. I have been Baldman. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.